You are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad like, thug like, bright lights in sight, alright. Dad like, thug like, bright lights in sight, alright. Yeah. Dad like, thug like, bright lights in sight, alright. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it.
At Tanagra, when the walls fell. This is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio.
Okay, you have to do the math. Minus 42
Minus 4. I can't do that. So it's just we're gonna go 42 seconds long this week, just so everyone knows. I hope you're prepared for that. I am with my co-host as always, Jason.
Yep.
Wearing the red Woody Hayes Ohio State
Like a
baseball jersey.
Yeah.
A lot going on there. Jesse is here.
Ahoy.
As usual.
Stop.
No.
Not your thing.
No.
I was
Never
trying
do that
something
again.
new.
No.
I was trying
Do that
something
again.
new.
No.
Okay, sorry.
Preston is the information czar. He is here, and Harrison is on the ones and zeros. Jason, how you doing today?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any exciting news?
Yeah,
in your
I got
life?
stuff. I mean, usually you kind of,
Okay,
You grease the wheels.
I didn't talk about this. I do grease the wheels. We didn't talk about this. We've talked about it a lot.
Not a gay thing, by the way.
No, it's not a gay thing.
I don't think anyone thought it was.
No.
I'm just saying someone could interpret it as
Listen,
that.
Okay.
nowadays you could interpret anything any way you want.
Jesse, you grease your wheel.
Stop.
Just the squeaky wheel. That's an actual saying, right?
Yeah.
You do the squeaky wheel gets the oil. I think
The
it's
grease.
the saying. Or either. Anyway, Jason, we talked about a lot of things before. It just goes off the rails so fast. I feel like I'm in a room full of toddlers.
Yeah.
With but they also have lighters and cans of hairspray, and I'm just like constantly just no. That's what I feel like. So we talked about a lot of things that we're not going to talk about on air.
Yeah. A lot of
That
stuff
one
happening.
day we might talk about.
A lot of stuff happening.
We've had lots of conversations already. One thing we did not talk about, and I want to ask you about it, Jason. Did you find, and I just want to let everyone know, we've not talked about this. Did you find your headphones?
Yes.
Did you think that I stole them?
No.
No. There was no. I think that you thought that your headphones were the ones on my dining room table upstairs.
Okay, so here's
that's
the
what I
thing.
think you thought. Now, we have not talked about this.
Initially, I did think they were mine.
How long did you continue to think that? And I know, and I appreciate this. You were going to be the bigger person.
Yeah.
You weren't going to mention it.
Yeah.
You were going to let me keep your headphones.
First of all, it's a $20 pair of like Apple.
The Apple ones with the lightning
port. Yeah.
port. So, yeah.
And they're identical because they're all identical.
Yeah.
And I had mine in my pocket. 100%. I remember putting them
This
in my
is in
pocket.
last week's show, last week when you walked in.
And I'm walking out the thing, and I see what looks like my pair of headphones sitting on the table upstairs.
And I'm in the kitchen, and you're like, hey, are these mine? And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, those are mine. I put them there earlier.
And I looked at them. I was looking
You're
for
like,
earwax or something.
I don't know.
And,
Yeah.
because mine don't have earwax.
Yes.
I thought if they did, then that's a clear.
And then you said, oh, okay, I just thought I left mine there. And then you walked away, and I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it anymore. The next day, or maybe a day after that, I get a text from you that says, hey, could you check downstairs in the studio where we are now for my headphones, because I can't find them.
Correct.
And I don't know where I left them, which is Jason's kind of soft way of saying, maybe just check to see if you found another pair of headphones somewhere in your house, because I'm pretty sure the ones that I saw were mine.
No, honestly, there's a little table over here. I thought maybe I left them on that table.
You thought maybe, but still, there's a part of you that's thinking...
It was 50-50.
Dan is rather forgettable.
Yeah.
Dan loses things a lot.
Yes.
And those are true statements. And but you did find your headphones.
I did, yeah.
Okay. And you decided not to give me the peace of mind because...
Oh, did I not tell you I found them?
No, you didn't.
No, I'm pretty sure I did.
I'm 100% sure you didn't. Because the whole time, I have another pair of white headphones
Identical to that?
that don't have the lightning port.
Oh, just like
But
a headphone.
I've seen them a couple times like, oh, crap, is that
Yeah.
Did I,
Yeah.
I was pretty sure that I left mine.
But you didn't know.
But
that-
I myself was starting to doubt, but I knew that you were starting to doubt.
If they were his,
Uh-huh.
the ones that you thought might be, but they weren't, what would you have done
if
with it?
if I like found my pair and then realized that those were his,
he
Yeah.
would have planted them here somewhere.
yeah, I probably would have planted them
Yeah.
like around Yoda and be like, "Oh, what?
What?
Jason,
Huh?
are these yours?" And you accused me of doing this? So that's probably what I would have done.
My dad did that one time with my I think it was my car keys, and it was like a couple months before they passed, and I was looking for these car keys for like hours. I'm like, I cannot find them, and Dad's like, well, have you checked the couch? I'm like, well, no, can you check it? I'm like, I was in the kitchen. He's like, no, they're not in the couch. I was like, okay. I was like, Dad, are you sure you didn't pick up my car keys? He's like, I'm 100% sure. No, they're yours. I wouldn't have touched them. Like 20 minutes later, he's like, hey, I found them in the couch. You know what? Hold on. I said, Dad, you already checked the couch. Oh, I just checked a little bit deeper. They were down there. And I was like, I know what you did there.
Yeah.
Because I do the same
Yeah,
thing. I
that's
will
the right
never
move.
take responsibility.
Yeah, that's the right move.
Yeah.
I do that stuff all the time.
Okay, well, I just wanted to clear the air, and now I feel better knowing that I'm not walking around with your headphones. Although I was pretty sure. So, all right, good. I'm glad we talked about that. Is there something that you want to open up with, or should I start talking?
Have we ever done the Mount Rushmore of hats?
It doesn't matter. What's that?
Hats.
The Mount Rushmore of hats. I don't think we have. We did the Mount Rushmore when Farmer Bob was here. Farm things, which included a hat.
Correct, yeah.
But no, I don't think we've done the Mount
Because
Rushmore
there are
of hats.
lots of different types of hats.
All right, let's do it.
So the George Washington, well, let me just tell you why I'm thinking about this.
Baseball cap.
There's a new gay cowboy movie.
Yep.
A new one?
With Pedro Pascal and Ethan Hawke.
Yep.
And
Why they got? Why they got to be cowboys? Is it like Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah.
2? Oh, it's like related to that movie?
no, it's not. It's a different.
Oh, I see.
It's different. But I don't know why they make the cowboys gay.
I like to think of like just some random dude pulling up Brokeback Mountain on Netflix who just
have no
has never
clue.
heard of it. He's like, "Yeah, this looks like I love a cowboy movie." This looks like.
Imagine
a
our
good one."
grandpa like turning on Brokeback
Oh,
Mountain.
no! He would throw his TV out the window. That'd be it. He has no faith in society as it is. That would be it. It's like, I think there was a John Wayne Brokeback Mountain. Oh, they remade it.
They remade it. Yeah. Oh, they made it gay.
This is not the same.
That's funny. Yeah. No, I saw that and I'm like, why are
I think what they're thinking. Here's what I think they're
Tell
thinking.
me what they're thinking.
I think they're thinking that there's some. They're trying to evangelize. I think is what they're trying to do with these gay cowboy movies.
Yeah.
Where that'll happen, and some random dude's at home thinking, "Oh, I'm going to turn on this cowboy movie," and then all of a sudden, while he's watching it, it awakens feelings in him, and he's like,
Only-
I didn't know that you could be a tough guy and be gay."
Only if you're drinking Bud Light.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Which.
So anyways, the gay cowboy movie, the cowboy hat
Yeah.
is on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, it is on the Mount Rushmore, but I would say the baseball cap.
cap, yeah.
I mean, that's
I don't know. The cowboy hat, I think, has been around longer.
what constitutes a cowboy hat, by the way, because there's other kind of brimmed hats.
Well, there's fedoras.
There's fedoras.
There's the driving cap.
I like a driving cap.
I know
Oh,
you do.
of course.
There's like the Indiana Jones style hat.
The Indiana
That's
Jones hat is similar to a cowboy hat,
It
but
is.
it's not the same.
It's not the
It's-
same.
it
That's
is
more
similar.
of a fedora.
a straw hat.
And we
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
even talked about helmets.
Well, like a fireman's hat.
A fireman's hat, a fireman's hat, a football helmet. I mean, is that a hat or a helmet?
It's
What's the
a
difference?
helmet. Yeah,
Okay.
there's a clear
What about the
distinction.
fireman?
What about the
That's-
police chief hat?
It's more of a
Police chief hat.
It's a hard hat. It has hat in the name.
A hard
so-
hat. Oh, there
yeah.
is a construction
Yeah.
hard hat.
PPE.
There it
Personal
is.
protective equipment.
All right, so baseball cap, cowboy hat.
Driver cap.
No.
I think
No.
it's very big in England.
I would say hard hat.
a hard hat.
A hard
Yeah,
hat.
hard
Well, the village people.
And
See.
what about like this fishing one? You know what I mean? Like you
yeah.
got one of those.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those.
Yeah.
I don't know what those are called.
What about a do-rag? Is a do-rag a hat?
Yes.
No, a
No.
do-rag
Yes.
is not a
Right, it's not
Oh
a
yeah.
No, it's like hat, bandana, rag. These are
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very different.
Decorative things that you put on your head. That's different.
That's a whole
a
different-
Yeah,
different
bucket
that's a whole
hat.
other-
A bucket hat.
Could be a feather.
Oh, well, that's what I have.
A bucket
A
hat.
bucket hat. Is that?
Oh
what the
yeah, bucket hat.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
bucket hat has a smaller brim. It's like
Oh yeah, I don't have that.
It's like something someone from NSYNC would have worn or something. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
I prefer Backstreet Boys.
You would.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Backstreet Boys myself.
I always like Boys to Men. Do they?
Yeah, they're there somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, so we got baseball cap, cowboy hat, hard hat. What was the other one? Beekeeper hat.
I was thinking that.
Is that a hat?
Beekeeper. Yeah.
I mean,
It's a hood.
it is.
Mount Rushmore of Hoods?
No, we're not. I already got in trouble on that one.
Yeah.
All right. This is just crushing. So I've been, I'm done with this. Are you done with this?
I think just would like to get the fourth one.
I just don't know that this is
What
going to
about
make.
the little like?
We're not going to be seeing this as a short on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we are.
I don't think
Can
so.
we just? I know it's a baseball cap, but can we just do a MAGA hat?
Sure.
Yeah.
So MAGA hat that's not a MAGA hat. It just says Trump.
Yeah. It's
Oh, it does say "Make America Great Again."
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
A MAGA hat, baseball hat, cowboy hat, hard hat.
All right.
There we go.
And I feel like all of those hats on some level are MAGA hats. You know what I mean? The hard hat, the cowboy hat, the baseball cap. You know, it's all American.
But the cowboy hat is now "Make America Gay Again," right?
Yeah. Okay. What was your thing?
Yeah, I tried that one. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. So the other day, I was having a hard day. Not gonna lie. Sometimes you have hard days.
Yeah.
And Eric and I were together, and it was just a moment of weakness. And
Is this why you were having a hard day?
No.
I've been having a hard day
We were both having a hard day.
I was having a hard day. I had to spend time with my wife.
And I said, and I've done a very good job of avoiding sugar and things like that. And I said, I want to go to Dairy Queen right now, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So we went to Dairy Queen. I'm gonna get a flurry like a normal adult would get at Dairy Queen. That's what you get at Dairy Queen, right?
I would settle for banana.
That's not
split.
what you get at Dairy Queen. You do not get a flurry. You get a blizzard.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
A flurry.
What's a flurry?
A flurry's at McDonald's. They're
A
McFlurries.
Yeah, no. A blizzard.
What
Dairy
did they
Queen is
call them at the
blizzard.
Prospect Dairy Bar when we were growing
I
up?
think it was a flurry.
I think they called them a flurry. So
Now,
I think
Sonic calls it a blast. A Sonic.
I don't
blast.
like that. I don't care for that.
I like the Sonic Blast.
I actually prefer. We were by Sonic. Actually, here's what happened: was we were close to Sonic. I pulled in to go to Sonic,
Yeah.
and I was like, I want to go to Dairy Queen instead, 'cause
Which
I
is on the
prefer-
other side of town.
It was worth it. I'm not gonna get ice cream. This is the first time I've done this in like 3 months. I'm gonna get the one that I really want.
Sonic Blast is.
I feel like they give me more stuff at Dairy Queen.
You could ask for extra.
I know you can ask, but I feel like I feel like whenever you ask, they're like, sure, we'll give you extra. They're gonna give you the same amount. They don't care. What are you gonna do? Go back in, be like, it's not extra. I'm not that guy. I waited. You know what I mean? Can you imagine being such a miserable human being that you go back into Sonic because you paid for extra stuff and you didn't think they gave you enough extra stuff? What's the thinnest person that's ever done that? Like 500 pounds?
Okay, so here's the thing. Well, are you going to say
Yeah,
something?
I'm gonna say if you can get inside of Sonic, I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's a
locked
good
up.
point.
It's locked up.
That's
you
true.
can't get inside Sonic. No, I've only turned back, I think, twice in the last 20 years for an order. One of the times, Gideon is obsessed with the idea that he doesn't like cheese, which drives me bonkers because he eats cheese pizza.
Sure.
Right? He has cheese on lots of things, except on a hamburger, he doesn't want cheese.
So
He wants
you ordered a hamburger, no cheese.
hamburger, no cheese, and they gave us one with cheese.
Yeah.
And he's crying in the back
Yeah.
seat, like tears.
Yeah.
Okay, I turn back around, and so got that. And then I think one time Shelby, she might have been pregnant at the time. She was pregnant so much.
Yeah.
And she had her heart set on something, and they gave us something different. So I turned back for that one. But,
The amount of times I've had to do that
well, yeah,
when she was pregnant, when Destiny was pregnant,
more than a few.
yeah, I've never done that before in my life.
No, if it was me, I will eat whatever you put in that
That's
bag.
what, do you
Oh,
check
yeah,
the
If I
bag?
get
though?
a chicken and I get a fish, I'm eating fish.
Do you check the bag?
No.
No.
I check the bag for appropriate items. You know what I mean?
The number count.
Yes. Now, if it happens to be chicken instead of a burger, I'll probably just eat the chicken myself. Yeah. So anyway, we go to Dairy Queen, and I want a Blizzard.
But you asked for a flurry.
I might have. I don't know. And I got half Reese's, half Butterfinger is what I got for my
Okay.
candy combination. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
You know what that's called? Diabetes.
I really thought you were going to try to
no
make some
different
gay
than getting
joke with
all
that.
Butterfinger, essentially. So, and I was like, what kind of blizzard do you want, Erica? She's like, I don't think I want a blizzard. I think I want one of those other things. And I was like,
Don't get another thing.
I was like,
It's-
we're at.
you get a blizzard.
You're gonna get a blizzard. Maybe you get a dilly bar for the kids, you
Yeah.
know. But you're gonna get a blizzard.
You're gonna get a blizzard.
She's like, "What's that thing right there? It's like it's the Heath Brownie Cupfection. That's what it's called." And I was like, "Are you gonna make me say Cupfection, aren't you? You're gonna make me say
not
the
even
word."
order. Ask, what is the Cupfection?
I'm sorry. You got something called a Cupfection? I'm not familiar with that term.
What is that Cupfection?
What exactly? I know what a cup is. I know what perfection is.
Is it a cup perfection?
Are you saying this is some kind of perfect cup?
What does Ray Grogan say?
Let's make a pact right now.
Okay.
That we're never going to do another show without saying Ray Grogan's name.
I was gonna say, I was thinking about that last episode. I'm like, we just need to name drop him so frequently
every
until we
single
get someone
episode.
bigger.
It's
you
like in
know?
Star Wars.
Is he the biggest guest?
Yeah.
Farmer Bob.
I don't know. With all due respect to Farmer Bob, and I like Farmer Bob,
But it's Ray Grogan.
Ray's been elected to a public office.
Yeah.
Right.
At least once.
At least once.
Yeah.
And we think it was, lawfully elected, as far as we know.
Yeah.
But that's not Ray. Ray's welcome to come back on the show and defend
Yeah.
himself. There are some rumors flying around, but Ray, come on the show. So
Defend yourself.
I definitely think we should say
Isn't
Ray's
that-
name. Just
yeah.
find a way to say his name in every episode.
Isn't that
we do.
odd? The prosecutor has to defend himself.
Yeah, the ultimate irony.
Which really, should he
Okay.
prosecute himself
No.
to fulfill his job?
No.
I'm
So-
sorry. I tried another one.
She's
Yeah, let it go.
You're
I
falling
do.
flat
Here's the
today.
problem.
for
I am.
two.
I'm not clipping this out.
Uh-huh.
I'm
So
sorry.
you're making yourself look like an idiot.
Are the lights on, Jesse?
Yeah.
So anyway, and I'm like, I don't want to order that. And she's like, just order it. And I'm like, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, is it like a Heath? Could I get like a Heath Sunday? Could I just say that? And
Yeah.
and
No, you have to
I'm
say
just like, you're
confection.
gonna like, why can't you just name it an actual like ordinary thing? Why do you got to make me say the word Cupfection?
Item number 13. What's that?
Yeah. There's no number on it.
Yeah.
I would love it if there was a number on it.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic. I'd say, yeah, I want a number 13. But you're going to make me say Heath Brownie, cookie explosion Cupfection or something like that. Like, it made me so mad
Yeah.
that I didn't even really fully enjoy my ice cream because now I'm saying the word Cupfection.
Is that what you got? Is that what she got?
She got the Heath Brownie Cupfection.
And did she like it?
She loved it.
You probably could have just said, "Can I get the Heath Brownie thing?"
I'm sorry. You can get Heath and Brownie in a lot of things, sir. What
Did
exactly
you want
are you
that in a
asking
blizzard?
for?
No, I want it in the Cupfection.
I want the
thing.
Cupfection.
So what? Tell me how you pronounce. I know how I say it.
Uh-huh.
You go to Burger King
Okay.
and they have the breakfast sandwich.
Croissant.
Yeah.
Croissant.
Yeah. What is that sandwich? Croissant is the bread, and then it's a sausage, egg, and cheese.
Croissantwich.
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 No, it's not croissant at which. It's croissantwich.
Croissantwich.
No, it's definitely not that. I hate saying croissantwich.
Yeah, I don't like
it's
to
a
say
made-up
that.
term.
Can I have a croissant sandwich?
I need a sausage, egg, and cheese croissantwich.
Yeah, that's hard to say.
I don't like it.
That's clunky. I don't care for that.
Having said that, that's the best.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
Well, it is. I
Well-
mean, the Wendy's breakfast is pretty good.
At Carl's Jr., if we had a Carl's Jr., the sourdough breakfast sandwich is fantastic. Yeah. But the next best is the sausage, egg, and cheese.
Apparently,
croissant.
friend of the show, John, he's the only one
Jacob
that's only
Jingleheimer
donated
Schmidt?
to the show.
You don't even know his name.
What is John? Why can't I remember last? Anyway, he's from West Virginia, and they have a Tudor's Biscuit World. Have you ever seen Tudor's Biscuit World? It's a chain in West Virginia, and he said there's a special item that you can order,
Yeah.
and it's a biscuit that has like 15 pieces of bacon on it. Like you have to know what to order,
Yeah.
but you can get the special bacon thing at Tudor's Biscuit World.
What's like the meat mountain at Arby's? It's the sandwich with every piece of meat on it.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
How much is it?
Well, last time I got it, it was $20.
Dear God.
Actually, gotten it.
I did get it once. I don't know. It's probably up in price.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like 10 years ago I got
Yeah.
that. And it was $20.
Look
and it
up
was fantastic.
Tudor's Biscuit World
doing
secret
that right
item.
now.
He's
Yeah.
looking
Okay.
right now.
Good. So anyway, I wanted to talk about the Cupfection. And there it is. Now, I've said the word Cupfection so many times. It's now, that's what they do. They introduce it to you, and they know at first you're not going to be comfortable saying it, but you say it enough, and now it's just a part of my normal vernacular. So, yes.
So I'm not finding a secret item.
Oh, really?
It's just taking me. The first thing is just the regular menu.
You got to talk to John Meadows. John Meadows. You got to talk to John Meadows about this. John Meadows, John, if you're watching or listening, I'm sure you're not, but if you are, let us know about the secret item at Tudor's.
Well, see, that's the
Biscuit
thing
Bowl.
about the secret. Mm-hmm. You can't look it up. It's a secret.
Oh, have you checked the dark web?
I mean, we're going to the dark web. I mean,
I don't know how to access the dark web.
You have to turn the lights off.
Okay.
Okay, so I saw someone the other day talking about peanut butter and jelly. Now, in our house,
Okay.
I do peanut butter and jelly.
Okay.
Occasionally, I like peanut butter and marshmallow.
I know you like that. Like, do you like the
think it's
marshmallow
fantastic.
fluff? Like,
The
not
fluff.
marshmallows.
Yeah. Marshmallow fluff and peanut butter. Shelby likes just peanut butter sandwich.
Erica likes peanut butter and honey.
Yes.
Ooh, I've not had
Peanut
that.
butter and honey is the best iteration of peanut
I'd
butter.
never
and
even
anything
heard of it
else.
before we got
Yeah,
married. And she's
it's
like, you and I
excellent.
peanut butter and honey sandwich? I'm like, come again? what are you talking about?
What?
And I
You
was like,
started
sure.
rethinking your
Sure, I'll
marriage.
try your peanut butter and honey sandwich. Yeah, that sounds real good.
Changed your life, didn't it?
It's pretty good.
I saw someone online, and I don't think they were trolling. I think they really enjoyed it. Peanut butter and ketchup. That's got to be the worst,
Nobody
right?
actually likes that.
Peanut butter and pickles.
I think that could
I've
be a
heard
good
about that.
It's alright.
Have you had it?
Yeah, I've had it.
Okay.
peanut butter, bacon, and banana. It was Elvis's sandwich.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that was the Elvis sandwich.
So, what other mixed match items that do you like?
You're really bringing it today, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I got a whole list of things.
Great.
I mean, I come in with Cupfection, and you're coming in with the Mount Rushmore of hats. You
I
know?
tell a real boring
I mean-
story about my dad stealing my keys. And this is what you come with, Jason?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to rain on your parade. What were we talking about?
Drag time story hour.
Okay,
Drag time story.
all right, okay.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, I want to talk about it.
This is actually not a funny thing. This is a serious thing.
I actually have a serious thing myself too. Let's do
About
two
drag
serious
time
things.
Okay. I feel serious tonight.
Okay, I can be serious.
Drag time story hour.
Uh-huh.
Do you know who I blame?
Let me think. Hold on. Who do you, Jason Owings, blame for Drag Time Story Hour?
Jesse.
No, not Jesse. That's
I'm gonna say, is it a person or is
It's
it
a
like an
group of people.
institution?
a group of people.
A group of people.
Yeah.
Men.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Christians.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
When I moved back from Oklahoma to Ohio, the church I was at had a partnership with a local school, and I got signed up for it. And once a week, we would go to the school and we would read.
I appreciate your honesty that you did not sign up for it, that you got signed up for
No,
it.
that's accurate.
I know. I know that's.
I didn't want to do
no,
it.
I appreciate the honesty.
It was Shelby
We
that
all
signed
know.
you up.
I
It was
got
his wife.
signed up
She's
for
like,
it.
I'm going to be a librarian. I can't have people thinking my husband can't read.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was third grade stuff, so I could read that.
She works in
Wow.
Columbus. She doesn't want anyone to know he exists.
Yeah. She's deleted me off her social media altogether. But I got signed up to do it. And so once a week for 2 or 3 years, we would go in and read books with the kids. Mm-hmm. Well, at a certain point, we had an aging congregation as a church. Mm-hmm. And a couple people that were doing it were unable to do it for various reasons. Mm-hmm. I mean, they were like 100 years old.
Sure.
And we stopped having that partnership with them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. When they're that void left,
Nature hates a vacuum. That's what they say.
it was filled. Mm-hmm. And so
I think
I'm
it's
just
nature despises a vacuum.
that's
is the phrase.
Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Nature.
Sure.
Nature will find a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life finds
Life.
a way.
Oh, life finds
Yeah.
a way. Yeah. Well, that's what's happened. So the Christians, we've taken ourselves out of the
Sure.
areas,
The public space.
and it's been backfilled by just anything. I mean, if it wasn't the drag queens, it would have been something else.
Sure.
And so I blame the Christians.
They're terrible.
I know. Listen, I put myself in that category.
Because you had to even get signed up for it.
I had to.
You,
They signed me up for it.
you weren't. It was not. You weren't particularly a willing participant.
No, it wasn't fun. I had this. I can't say names because
Sure.
there was some issues.
HIPAA laws. We get it.
HIPAA laws.
Anyway,
I don't even know.
that's
OSHA.
fine.
Is
Whatever.
it a violation? I
Yeah.
don't know. But these kids were having a hard time.
Sure, of course.
Right.
That's why they get you in there.
And I mean, these kids are not. It was on the other side of town, and these kids smell. They stink. They got bugs on them. I mean, it was a gross place.
Sure.
I just don't really want to be there.
You know,
I mean, you're being honest.
I am being honest.
Yeah.
But that's the point. If
You are the. So I mean, essentially, it's
I
your
am the
fault.
problem.
Yeah.
It's my fault that we have drag time story hour.
Okay.
Drag queen story hour.
Is it drag
yeah.
Drag queen. I said drag time.
drag race? Now that's cool.
Mount Rushmore of drag.
Let's do it.
You can take a drag from a cigarette, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So drag. Let's try to do this without doing
The queen
drag, like drag
race.
race,
Drag a cigarette.
drag a cigarette, drag.
Your kid down the aisle, like at the
Oh,
mall.
okay, like
you dragging your
dragging
kid into the house,
dragging a human,
live or dead.
and then I guess we're gonna have to go to.
Drag queen.
What does drag stand for? What is drag queen? Drag. I don't know. I don't want to get
don't
into
know.
it. So, do you want my serious thing, or should we do the Netflix
No,
suggestion?
do the
of
serious
week?
thing.
Okay, so this actually could have been my Netflix suggestion of the week, but I'm just gonna talk about it as its own thing. I watched an interview, and you guys might know who this is, with a woman. Her name is Yoenmi Park.
Yep.
You ever heard of her?
Yep.
She's fantastic.
Is that
Excellent.
Eric Swalwell's girlfriend?
No.
No.
I don't know who that is. But Yoenmi Park is when she was 13 years old, she escaped from North Korea into China, only to be sold into slavery against her will. Her and her mom sold into slavery into China. Then to escape Chinese slavery, to walk across the 40-degree below Gobi Desert just to make it to Mongolia, so that then she could go to South Korea. And then she ends up eventually in America. Missionaries helped her get there. And she went to college in America. And she wrote this book about her life. And her story is nuts. And everybody should watch it. Because hopefully it will help you appreciate what you actually have. Like, I got nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
I mean, when she was a kid, she was eating cockroaches because
you
she
have
was so
to
hungry.
say cupfection.
And I had to say cupfection. I mean, that's the worst thing that happened to me.
So cupfection,
Yeah,
eating cockroaches.
Eating cockroaches, I mean, her life was tragic, and she is filled with a lot of like gratefulness and thankfulness. I mean, she's like a walking testament to like she was talking about, she's like depression. She's like, that's not even like we can't.
Yeah.
She said nobody has depression in North Korea. Like you're not allowed. Like it's not like
you live.
You don't
in it.
even know. Like it's just life is horrible all the time. It's like she's like that's not even a thing.
Well, there's no hope.
She said depression is a what does she use the word? She said it's a luxury of the rich or something like that.
That's interesting.
So anyway, her story is quite remarkable, and then she gets some level of fame, and writes this book about her life. And there are some people that would want to capitalize on it. She's talked about, she was like in a plane with like Jeff Bezos. She met like Hillary Clinton, and she's thinking these people are powerful, they're rich, they have a lot of influence. They can help me help other girls in China and North Korea, just like me. They could help them. They have like an incredible amount of influence, and we need to stick it to China for allowing this to happen. China knows exactly what they're doing. And
I thought it was Korea.
Well, the problem here is, China is a huge problem. North Korea obviously is like the worst place on the planet to be, but China is allowing North Korea to exist. And so there are 33 million men in China that are like of the age where they would be getting married, having babies. 33 million more men than women. So in other words, 33 million men that there's literally no options for
the
them.
longest time, they had the single child policy, right?
Yes,
and so
and-
they aborted the chicks and kept the males.
Yes, and they wouldn't. I mean, you couldn't even. Most of the time, it wasn't even an abortion. It was post-birth abortion because
Right,
they
right,
couldn't get X-rays.
AKA murder.
Yes, they're murdering little girls because they want a boy, and
Right.
so this is the position that they're in today because of this messed up, crazy policy. And so you've got 33 million plus men out there who literally have no opportunity
Yeah.
to marry.
that's awful.
You know, yeah. And so these girls are being shipped in.
That's a Mormon nightmare.
That is a Mormon nightmare.
If it was flipped, it would be a Mormon paradise.
I guess. So they're shipping in these girls from North Korea, and and doing awful things to them.
Yeah.
You know, their lives are horrible. And so she said she would meet these people, and she said these people would tell her, like Jeff Bezos, Hillary Clinton, like, that's horrible what you've gone through, but like, we can't do anything, and don't tell anybody that you know me.
Oh.
Like, that's what she's like, of course, like, well, no, I'm going to keep on talking.
Yeah.
You know, she said that
It's amazing she's still alive.
I know,
honestly.
it is amazing she's still alive. She said there was a Hollywood movie producer that was going to turn her book into a movie, and it got me thinking because of what she said. I can't think of one in the world of Hollywood, all the movies about like oppression and everything that's happening. Can you think of one that is like anti what's happening in North Korea? Like, they're not making those movies.
Mulan.
Mulan, yeah, exactly. I
don't know.
No, there's not one. They're not exposing
Suicide, it. What's the Squid Games?
That's a Korean.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
South Korea. But I'm just saying, like, there's not, like, they're not ringing the bell for the oppression that's happening in North Korea and China. And she said, so the movie producer, they get the script from her movie or from her book, and they send it to her because they need her approval. And she as she's reading it, the movie, the writers of the movie have turned China into the hero. Like, China is saving her from
North Korea.
the evil North Korea.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, this is not, like, China is almost just as bad as North Korea. Like, this is not at all what happened. And they're like, well, if you want to make the movie, that's the way we need to make it, because we're not going to say anything bad about China.
Oh my
Like, we
gosh.
refuse to say
All
anything
that
bad about
money
China.
because China for the movie industry, China's huge.
Yes. Yeah.
So in the Red Dawn, was it the Chinese in the first one? Because I think
I
they
think
made
the
it North.
first one was the
think it was-
Soviets.
Was it the Russians?
Yeah, it's the Russians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they remade it, I think they remade it North Korea. Could you look that up?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
think
they
it
Yeah,
was
and,
still
and
Russia.
I mean, basically what she's saying is she's like, they're making Holocaust movies all the time, but like, we're living currently in
a current
a
Holocaust.
current Holocaust.
Yeah.
And there was like a 5-year span where 3.5 million people in North Korea died from starvation.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
the whole thing is horrible what's happening over there. We're living in it. It's literally happening
So what's
right
the solution?
now. Well, the solution is, I don't know, I guess for us to try to put pressure on the people that can actually make
Yeah.
a difference.
I mean, ultimately, it's a God thing.
Yeah,
Right.
like it's kind of like beyond any of us. I mean, I would say she's probably doing a lot. For me, the solution is like, okay, I have a small voice on this podcast, and so I want people to know. Go to Yoenmi Park's interview. Eric Metaxas interviewed her. I guess Jordan Peterson interviewed her too.
She's been making the rounds, even on like some of the dumb podcasts. Like, everyone's having her on.
I feel like, well, maybe she'd come here. Dumb podcast.
Yeah, well, listen, we're the king of dumb podcasts. I think she's been on Joe Rogan too.
Yeah.
Maybe Glenn
Andrew
Beck.
Schultz.
I feel like I heard her on Glenn Beck.
Okay, but I mean, I'm just like, I want her voice to be as loud as possible, because
Yeah,
what
yeah.
she's saying is really important stuff.
But
so
it still requires more than what any of us can do,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, we're all, I don't know, we all should be doing something to make the world better.
It was in some countries it was China, and in other countries it was North Korea.
Oh,
they changed
where
it.
they showed the movie.
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
changed.
they do all kinds of changes. Like, I know, like, one big one they did. It was like, I'm pretty sure it was Captain America: Winter Soldier. They changed, like, he was writing a list of things that he missed out on when he was frozen.
Yeah.
and they made completely different lists for
Yeah.
like the Asian countries because they're all American
Well, they can't read
things.
English.
Yeah. They read English probably better than we do. Yeah.
I read at third grade level.
Sure. Yeah. Jason is at the thing, and the kid's like, telling him. Cupfection. So anyway, my serious thing is that you should watch these Yoenmi Park videos. Share them on social media. She's amazing. She's an amazing human being. And once you watch it, you're like, okay, all right, I'm not going to complain because my life is pretty good.
Yeah.
So
I need to show that to my kids.
I made my kids watch it. Let's do
Netflix.
Let's do the.
Oh, I got a thing real quick.
Okay.
So we're all in this little step competition thing, which is ridiculous because the app sucks. It doesn't really track our steps.
that's
My
fine.
steps, at least.
Sure.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So Savannah
Well, you have
today,
an Apple Watch, right?
I do. Yeah, I know. It still
Seems to be
doesn't
doing
get it.
fine for me.
It always
Maybe
says
you
that
just
I
That's
have,
okay for me too.
Yeah, me
Well,
too.
You probably just
Shut
don't
up.
take as many steps as you think.
Maybe I don't.
Continue.
Savannah kills it though.
Yeah,
And
she's
everyone's
got tiny
like,
little legs.
tiny little legs, taking lots of steps. So today we worked pretty hard today. We were working all day, and she's like top of the leaderboard
Yeah.
almost. Like she's got like 12 miles in today just
right.
at work. And we were talking about it on the way home, and she's looking at the app, and she goes, "Oh yeah," and then she's like, "Yeah, look at how many we have for the year and all that." And she goes, "Man, I'm the best." She goes, "I am the GOT." I was like, the G
Goat.
the
She was trying to say
GOT, and I was like, the what? And she's like, the goat. I was like, the GOAT.
Explain that to me.
Yeah,
Go. What does that stand for?
greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And she was just the great of time. Apparently. So
it seems to me that when you look on that thing and you look at the yearly totals, that actually I'm number one and not Savannah.
Well, she's not friends with you, so
She is Savannah. She is friends with me. I've walked 629 miles this year, and she's walked 607 miles this year. So, turns out that actually she's not the greatest.
today she was.
Yeah, today
she was. She was the GOT today.
GOT. Way to go, Savannah.
Hit
You're
the
the
Netflix.
GOT.
Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Or maybe Amazon
Jason,
Prime or
what is your
something like that,
Netflix
like
suggestion of the week? It's okay.
I know. Okay. So I'm gonna give you one. It bothers me to
I
talk
know.
over top of it. I'm gonna give you one to watch and one not to watch.
Oh, I like this.
Okay.
This is good.
So the one that I've watched recently that I like a lot, it's a series found on Netflix. I think
Jesse Stone. Please tell me you started
No,
watching
it's not
Jesse Stone.
No.
Okay, sorry.
It's found a couple different places, but Skinwalker Ranch. Are you familiar with this?
I think you've suggested
I
this
think I'm
before.
familiar
Possibly.
with
There's
it.
a new season, and I find it fascinating.
It's something to do with aliens.
Well, it's a property. I think it's in Utah, and there's a lot of weird stuff, supernatural things that are happening on the property.
Okay.
People are getting sick. Like one guy
That's
had,
not particularly supernatural.
well, like
People get sick.
perfectly healthy people are having like a huge bump like form on their skull, like out of nowhere. They didn't get hit. Nothing happened to them.
Gotcha.
Like weird
Phenomenon.
phenomenon stuff.
Sure.
And I find it interesting. Now, it's entertainment, so I think that they play it up a little bit.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit. But I find it entertaining because I think there's a lot of weird stuff out there.
Sure. A lot of weird stuff out there.
I like the weird stuff.
You do like the weird stuff.
Yeah, it's Bigfoot, aliens, wolf,
Sure.
Wolfman,
Dogman.
Dogman. Yeah. So, well, my mother-in-law's in town, so I'm watching a lot of this stuff right now.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
I don't watch a lot of that stuff.
I like that stuff. So Skinwalker Ranch, I think it's worth watching. There's 2 or 3 seasons out there. Next, what not to watch. Stella was home this last weekend, and there's a movie on Netflix. On Saturday, it was number 3, trending number 3.
Okay. All right. That's
And
a
I
good
thought,
sign.
well, this is
That's
good.
a good sign. Yeah.
Right?
It's
And
probably
it had a high rating on it,
high rating. It's trending number 3. It's new on Netflix.
and it had a ton of good people in it.
Good people in it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's called The Snowman.
Okay.
It's might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
Who's in it?
In my life. Well, first of all, Val Kilmer.
Well, I do love Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer is great.
Does he do the talking like this in that movie? Does he do that?
I think they filmed it right before it got to that point.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got I don't know, it's got a bunch of people in it, but J.K. Simmons,
I like J.K. Simmons.
he's in it.
I'm a big fan of J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
He does the those insurance commercials.
Old State commercial, yeah, yeah. So, it's got J.K. Simmons,
I like J.K. Simmons.
and it's got the chick from The Greatest Show, the redhead chick, the singer.
The Greatest Show.
What's the Hugh Jackman?
So is it just called The Snowman?
Yeah,
Did it come out like 2017?
yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure I have the right thing.
Yeah,
'cause
no, that's
a
it.
bunch of things
Who's-
popped up.
Who's in this movie?
Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender's in the movie?
Yeah, Michael Fassbender's in
Rebecca
the movie.
Ferguson.
I love
Val
Michael.
Kilmer.
Who? Did you say Rebecca Ferguson?
Mm-hmm.
She's great
J.K.
too. She's in Dune.
Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
Okay, so what's
like,
this
it's
movie
got
about?
like 8 people in this movie, like big name people.
What's it about?
I don't even know. 2 hours I watched this. So
Is there a snowman in it?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's like this serial killer.
Okay.
And a cop's tracking down the serial killer. And every time that someone dies, like the serial killer builds a snowman facing where the guy
Okay.
was killed.
I remember seeing trailers for this a
Yeah.
long time ago.
So
yeah.
here's the thing: when we watched the trailer, I'm like, "This is fantastic."
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like in Norway, so there's snow everywhere.
Of course.
And so if you're a serial killer and you built a snowman facing the murder, I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, sure.
But it was so
Not good.
not good. I mean, it didn't even make any sense.
Who was the killer? Was it J.K. Simmons? Michael
I
Fassbender?
think he was in on it. I don't know. Might have been Val Kilmer. I don't know.
Val
I don't
Kilmer.
even know.
Okay.
The whole thing was stupid.
It was stupid.
It was really, really stupid.
Okay.
The opening scene, I'm like, I don't even know. Like 30 seconds into it.
Okay.
And I look at Stella and she's like, yeah, let's try it.
All right, come on. Let's try
2
it.
hours in.
Listen, here's the thing. Sometimes you take a role. Like, you just don't know
Yeah.
on a movie. Like, I know nothing about this movie.
How often do you give up on a movie?
How often?
Or what's your... Okay, so when we were kids, I remember going to... What's the video place in Prospect?
The video store. I don't know. It's just the
It's
video
like you
store.
get VHS tapes at the video store in Prospect.
Yeah.
And the selection was small,
Yeah.
right? It wasn't a great
You,
selection.
you could work through it pretty quickly.
Yeah. So, anyways, we would get whatever's new. We would bring it home, and I remember we'd sit down, pop it in. Mom and Dad sitting there. You and I are sitting there. Amy's probably in bed because she's too little. And about 5 minutes in, Dad would stand up, walk
Yeah.
to the
He's
back room
got a
and go
quick
back.
trigger.
Quick trigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's your trigger fall?
Well, there's a lot of variables in this. It kind of depends on what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if
Okay. So the other thing is today the trigger is probably faster.
yeah, because there's more options.
There's more
if I
options.
paid money for this movie,
Yeah, I rented this.
yeah,
at
I'm
the store.
probably just gonna, unless it's got something so inappropriate that I'm not comfortable watching this.
like they're doing mushrooms.
Sure, that would do it.
Yeah.
Then apart from that,
Yeah.
if I paid for it, I'm gonna watch it all.
Yeah.
Now today, I mean, if you haven't like grabbed me in the first 15 minutes, and I'm not saying something exciting needs to happen, but there needs to be something about the movie that
A
makes
burn.
me go, oh, I like this.
It could be a slow
gotta-
burn.
It could be a feel. There's
Yeah.
like a something to it. Maybe it's the music. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just I don't know what it is, but sometimes a movie is a slow burn, and it takes a while to get into it. But I'm like, no, I like
Like
what's
Andor,
happening here.
it took 4 episodes
Yes.
before it hit.
But I actually rewatched Andor recently.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good. So speaking of taking,
So
yeah.
watch Skinwalker Ranch. Do not watch The Snowman.
Okay. Deal.
You're
Except
gonna
I'm
watch
not going
either,
to watch either. So Erica and I wanted to watch a movie last night, and I pulled up Amazon Prime. And you know how you can get like subscriptions on Amazon? You can do like Showtime through
Epics.
it. Yeah, all of those different things. It was MGM Plus was offering a free 7-day trial. I'm like, I don't know what's on MGM Plus, but I'll take the free 7-day trial and forget about it, and then see it on my bill and be like, oh gosh, I'll make sure to get it next month. And then next month rolls around, I'm like,
$7.99. They got me again.
that's how they get you. But I took the 7-day trial and I said, well, let's just see what's on it. Come on, who knows? Who knows what could happen? So I'm scrolling through. It's a lot of nothing. I got to tell you.
Stargate?
The MGM Plus, whatever they're charging, I think Stargate's on
Yeah,
it.
MGM owns Stargate.
Whatever they're charging, it's too much. I mean, there's not a lot on here.
99
They have
cents a
some-
month.
They
Too
have some
much.
original content. None of it looked any good to me. I don't know. Maybe to others it would look good. So, but a movie came up called The Peanut Butter Falcon.
I like it already.
Listen, Jason, and I'm not exaggerating.
Uh-huh.
This is the best movie that I have seen in years. And I'm not. I'm
You're
not.
for real?
I'm for real. This movie.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
It's called The Peanut Butter Falcon.
Okay.
It has Shia LaBeouf in it.
I like Shia LaBeouf.
It has the girl's name is Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, I like her. Yeah.
And then Bruce Dern.
Oh,
I
Bruce
love
Dern.
Bruce Dern. He's
Yeah.
got a smaller role. And then so it's about. I don't want to give it all away. I'm not exaggerating.
Is there peanut butter in the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
I like it.
This movie, I like laughed like quite a few times. I literally cried more than once. It was like touching and dramatic and realistic and funny and lighthearted, but also just like it made me a better person. This movie made me a better person. It touched me. Like, it was such a good movie.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
It's called The Peanut Butter Falcon. I'll just give you a brief. Do you want an explanation?
A
of it?
little bit, yeah.
A brief explanation. Okay.
Do I have to have MGM Plus?
I think you do. But you can
There's
get
a free
that free
trial.
trial. Listen, you can get that free trial.
7 days.
Shia LaBeouf. It takes place in the in North Carolina, on the Bay. What do they call that area?
Chesapeake Bay?
No, it's a very famous area.
Oh, yeah. The, yeah.
You know,
This is
hey,
driving me crazy
Kitty
because
Hawk.
I just saw it. Anyway, in this area,
The strip that
yeah,
runs-
there's like a specific word.
Look
for
it up,
like,
Preston.
I'm working on it. It's running really slow.
What the heck? Anyway,
Kitty Hawk.
I think Kitty Hawk is close or in this area, but it's like a whole section of like coastline
You keep talking because I'll...
in North Carolina. So this is where it takes place. Shia LaBeouf is like a fisherman
okay.
in this
that
area.
Would make sense on
and
the
you
coast.
get the sense that he is down on his luck, from the very beginning. Things are not going very well for him. And so we're splitting at the beginning his storyline with this kid, 22 years old, and he has Down syndrome. And he is, because life has, it's like wherever Nag's Head is, it's like in that area. I don't know. This is driving me crazy.
As soon as I come up with it.
It's just gonna drive me crazy. Look up location of. I mean, if you look up Peanut Butter Falcon,
oh, that'd be good to
where is this take place? I mean, the moment you hear it, I just cannot move on right now without
90 seconds
thinking of
This is
whatever
like-
this is. I'm just gonna, at home you can play along. Just pull it up on
Get out
YouTube.
your iPhone.
Somebody right now is like just screaming.
It literally just says North Carolina.
No, I did North Carolina Beach Strip.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't Google image that.
I already did. Oh, wait. I might got it.
Okay.
No, I don't.
In the world. Yeah. This is just, it's like a whole area of North Carolina. And
I know
it's just-
exactly what you're talking about.
It's just driving me. Yeah, I know. And the moment you hear it, I'm sorry that that we're doing this to you at home. But I don't know if we can edit
Cape,
this. And
is it
post.
Cape something?
No, I don't think it's Cape something. It is. I think I'm about.
Cape Hatteras?
No, it's not Cape Hatteras. It is.
Cape Cod.
No.
No,
Don't be stupid.
It's not Cape Cod. It's there's like a whole area, and
Wow, the internet is terrible right now.
yeah, the internet's horrible.
Well, we're all trying to look it up at the
Oh
same
my
time.
goodness, this is just driving me nuts.
Well, I'm
Outer
up-
Banks, the Outer Banks,
Outer Banks.
Oh,
Hey.
it's the Outer Banks. There it is. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I know that
We
was
could
like
cut
the
4
worst
minutes out of that.
4 minutes that we've ever had. How can we not think of the Outer Banks? Isn't there a TV show called the Outer Banks?
there
Yeah,
Yes,
someone
there is.
could have listened and given us the answer before we found
People were screaming Outer Banks at home.
it. They text us. We just found it.
My
It
goodness.
hasn't even posted yet. I know.
Bob posted this. You morons. It's Outer Banks.
It's Outer Banks.
I'm on my tractor, and I know that. So anyway,
Outer Banks.
This is where it takes place, in the Outer Banks.
Peanut
Oh, my
Butter
goodness.
Falcon.
It's called
Outer
Peanut Butter
Banks.
Falcon.
In the Outer Banks.
And so this kid, he is his name is Zach, and he is he's at a retirement home because just life has been hard. They have to have a place to place him.
He's
and-
old?
No, and he's frustrated because he has to be at a retirement
Does
home.
he work there?
But he has no one that can take care of him. His family has abandoned him, and
But
so
he can't take care of himself?
No, he can't take care of himself.
He's a kid.
He's 22 years old, but he
Why
has
can't-
Down syndrome.
Oh, he has Down syndrome.
Yeah, so he's Down syndrome.
That's where the peanut butter comes in.
Well, eventually. So so he wants to get out of this. Like the movie starts and he's trying to escape. He's trying to escape
Yeah.
the nursing home. And through a series of events, his path crosses with Shia LaBeouf down on his luck. And they form this friendship. And I'm telling you, it's like it was such a good movie. It was such a good movie. I really enjoyed it. And then all sorts of adventures ensue, and it's really good.
I will watch. Yeah.
MGM Plus, Peanut Butter Falcon. What are you drinking? Are you a child?
It's in a baby bottle.
You just took up my drink.
Wait, is that your drink, Preston?
Yeah, that's my drink.
That's like for a little kid.
It's a Sonic the Hedgehog cup. Leave me alone.
All right. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Harrison, get that on camera, just so everybody can see.
This
My
is.
Sonic the
I mean
Hedgehog
that
shaker. Yeah.
That I literally thought that was one of Oliver's sippy cups.
is that blue Gatorade you're drinking?
No, it's a powder drink.
Okay.
Do you sell it?
No, I don't have a link for that one.
Is it blue because it's a Sonic cup? Like, is that? Did you do that on purpose? Were you
No,
like,
it
I
was
want-
just whatever I had in my bag.
Destiny, where's my Sonic cup?
Well, I could have on my Spider-Man one.
Ah,
so
there we go. There we go. That's where you use the red powder. Okay. All right. So anyway, it's called the Peanut Butter Falcon. Everyone should watch it. I know the worst thing that any movie can have is a very good suggestion. If anybody tells you this movie's great, like that's the worst thing you can do for a movie. You should just be like, watch it. You know, it's pretty good.
But this, you're intentionally.
But and so I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I know I'm setting this movie up. So you have these big expectations. You're like, it was all right, but it wasn't that good.
That's why I said don't watch The Snowman.
It hit me.
Because people are going to watch it.
And
like,
maybe
oh,
it
hey,
just hit me at the
it was
right
bad.
time, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, I had eaten all of my ice cream and half of Erica's Cupfection at that point. It was all inside of me. So, maybe it was all just the perfect moment in time where it all kind of came together for me. I don't know.
So I was walking the dog through the cemetery the other day, and there's a tombstone that says, "Here lies the right arm of like Robert
Oh, really?
Tolkien or something like that."
Yeah. Here lies the right arm.
Yeah. It's not his whole body.
They
It's
just
his
could
right
only
arm.
find the right arm.
He was eaten by wolves.
Well, I think it's probably like a farming accident or
Did
something.
you see the date of death?
It was like 1870.
Farming?
No, he's still alive. They just wanted
Yeah, he's still alive for his right arm. He's like, well,
Well, I think he lost his right arm.
uh-huh.
I mean, this is the only way it could have happened. He lost his right arm. They had to amputate it. And what do you do with the amputated arm?
Or he died some horrific death and all they could save was the right arm.
But you would say, here lies the remains of...
Maybe it was like his wife. Like symbolically, she's my right arm. You know what I mean? Like
His
it's-
wife's buried there?
Yeah, maybe his wife is buried there. Like
Because she's the right arm.
she's the right arm. She's like second in command. That's like a term. Maybe that's what it means. And
I'm guessing it was amputated. And what do you do? Like, do you put it on your mantle? What do you do with your right arm after you lose it?
See, now I'm getting ideas. Like when I die, I just want to have different parts of me buried at different cemeteries.
get
I like that.
Multiple
That's a good one.
s-
It'd be like a scavenger hunt for
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time,
Every anniversary of the death of
the
Jesse.
death. That's all right, guys. Let's go play Find Grandpa Jesse.
They've got like crayons and paper. They're scratching.
Color in
Oh,
the
wait,
right
yeah.
At the
arm.
last one, my fortune is buried.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right. Well, that's a show. This is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, Bubba, sit. Good dog.
I have spoken.
Good night, Lauer Patch Kids.
I feel. That was so bad. I was literally like, it was just spinning. I was just sitting here.